Finally, I'm live. Well, I probably think that, most of you probably didn't wait, and thank you because it took us so long to get everything together. I'm alone right now because it took me so long to try to set everything up so that it would work that in the end they left. No, I'm joking. They went to the convenience store to get something to eat because they were hungry. And at the moment in Japan, it's quite crazy. It's snowing like hell, which for you guys, it's most of the place where you come from around the world. It's probably nothing, but in Japan, it's like huge. Why is it that crazy? No, I mean, we kind of have snow in Japan sometimes, but it's just not as much as that right now. Usually it's just a little bit. And all of that to say that at the moment, Uber Eats and Food Panda and everything seem to be not available. So they had to go to the convenience store and get that. All right. So while they're away, I don't even know how to sit properly and to get a proper position. While they're away, I'm just going to start by apologizing, first of all, for the delay. For those of you, actually 5 people are here. Like, that's great. Like, that's awesome. People are coming. Hey, don't worry, they're coming. They're just gonna be back from the convenience store. I want to apologize just for that, for being that late. But it's me. Just get used to it. If you like what I do, it might happen sometimes. I'm just gonna sometimes be late. Try to be on time, but not. Today I was working. I just got called to cover for someone because of the situation with the whole snow and everything. So that being said, I wanted to start as well by saying, for those of you who might have seen that I was about to, I made a live stream like 3 weeks ago to talk about to give you like some hints about what was going on, about what was going to happen in the future and everything with this channel and everything. And I did the live, and for some reason I just felt so uncomfortable in that live stream. I just felt weird, and it was so awkward that I was like, no, I'm just not gonna keep that online. I just don't feel like. I was also down a little bit at that time. So yeah, anyway, I will just explain now until before they come. So well, I'm going to be a father. I've been not saying it. I've been hiding that fact for a while. It wasn't hiding. I just did not mention it. But my wife Yoko is pregnant, and we know that it's a girl, and I'm just super excited because she is due in February 8th, I think. Yes. So it could be any time. It could be now, or it could be, well, that will be a little too early, but yeah, it could happen anytime soon. And I'm really, really excited because, I mean, some of you might know already that I'm already a father, right, of Natalie. But it will be for me a first time experience to be. I don't like to say it because I consider Natalie like my daughter, but she is my stepdaughter. But I don't like to see it that way. It's just that for me, it's a discovery to go through all these steps that I've never had the chance to go through so far. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to see this little girl. We got a picture today from her. It's amazing. You can see her face like through the see the 3D, like I got an actual picture, and you can see like she has like huge cheeks. I don't know where they come from. Maybe it might be mine. I don't know really. But one thing is sure is her lips. She has like probably my lips. I might be, as I'm doing the live, I might be looking up and that way. And, and once my friends are coming, they're going to be sitting, and they should be there in like 5 minutes or so. So don't worry, they're gonna come soon. Yeah, so that being said, yes, I'm gonna be a father, and I'm looking forward to it. So now let's go for the Fukushima series, real quick. For those of you who enjoyed watching and who have been watching it, simply watching it, thank you so much. I am very happy. I enjoyed making those videos, to edit them. I want to upload at least one more because the series is not finished. I need to go for one more video at least. I'll see if there's going to be another after that, but I'm not sure yet. Reason of why I didn't post it is just because I just wanted to relax. And then I think during Christmas days anyway, people are just not as much on YouTube. So I felt like it wasn't the best time to just post it and go with it. Right. So good excuse, right? That being said, I'm going to post that video. After that, I will eventually keep going with other things. I don't really know what to do at the moment with the whole coronavirus and everything, but I have probably some cool content coming up. I have some ideas, some things in mind. I just don't really want to talk about it right now. It depends whether I will be able to do it or not, because I became a lot more busy since I got back here, where first I was doing Uber Eats, for those of you who might know, and then I ended up getting hired as an English teacher. So it's good. It gives me some free time, but I still have to be there, and I can't just go away for like a couple of days like before. Basically, Uber Eats sort of allowed me to do that sort of thing. Maybe I should wait for Mikey to join. Maybe I should wait for him. Yeah, he's gonna come. So Mikey will be here, and Fabio will be here. Yeah, like that. They're about to come. Just went to grab some food because of the snow. I wish I could show you guys. Like it's quite hectic outside. But for those of you who are from most of, unless you're from close to the equator, I think what we have now in Japan is not much. It's not that crazy. So yeah, but still for Japan, it's quite a lot of snow. I wanted to add, okay, well, I'm going to give you a hint real quick before. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they went to a restaurant or whatever. I just hope not, but I took so much time to set everything. Hey, Charlotte, thank you for joining. Good. I hope you're doing great in the US, despite the whole situation. I really don't want to get started with the whole situation because this video is not about politics nor the actual virus. So, but hello and thank you for being around. Yeah, so I need to wait for Mr. to join Mikey, because he's part of the whole thing. And then after that, we're going to start this whole conversation where we're going to talk about our experiences in Japan. I have to be honest, we have a lot to say. I mean, on each sides, there are some amazing sides about living, like to just live here. There are some sides that are just, you need to go over it. You need to, like, I guess in every countries, but the goal in this video is to not, how to say, I want you to have an idea of what it could be, and we don't want to sort of change anybody's mind if you've ever thought about eventually coming to live here, or even on a holiday, because we're going to talk about some cool trips. Mikey is quite a bit of a traveler. I've been traveling quite a bit in Japan too. Fabio too. So we are going to talk about that too, like the whole traveling thing in Japan. And it might sound like a simple thing, but it's actually not that easy to travel around here due to some language barriers, due to I think language barriers probably the biggest issue in Japan, but they're getting better. They're getting definitely better at that. I just wanted to get back to explaining real quick why I was so late. If some of you came and were wondering why I wasn't there, or I did not, I sort of messaged a lot of people about that live stream, and I felt bad because I had to change. It's just I had to go teaching in a place real quick, and when I came back, it was just a nightmare because I wanted the sound quality to be good so that everybody can hear what those dudes are saying. And I'm really starting to wonder what they're doing, because they left for like 15 minutes, and I'm pretty sure they didn't go to the convenience store as they said they were, because the convenience store is just downhill. Okay, it's just there, like you just walk and it's like a minute away, and they went by car, which should be even shorter, and they're still not there. And I just hope they're not gonna leave me, because the whole goal, what I've prepared to talk about, is this whole travel thing. So just they better come soon. All right, so what else could I talk about to make it to sort of keep you around and not making it too boring? I talked about my daughter. I talked about the Fukushima series. What else could I talk about? All right, what else you guys want to hear? Like, I see like eight people are not guys, 8 people are watching right now. Feel free to ask me any question if you have any question regarding the eventual what it's like to live in Japan, or something you would like to hear about. Here, feel free anytime. But I'm just going to go on and then try to explain real quick what it's been like recently for me here in Japan, and then hopefully they will arrive by then. I wanted to start because I just didn't want to not start that live. I was already more than an hour and a half late, and anyway, so that being said, what was I going to say? I forgot. But you guys don't interact much with me. Like normally I get messages and stuff. I'm just wondering, are you around? Are you here? I'm looking up there. Hey, do you want to see the setup or no, man? If I show you the setup, it's horrible. It's a mess. Like all you see is nice. Like you see the sofa, it's all nice and set, but there's nothing behind. Let me just. Oh, I'm coming back. I'm just gonna call them in live if they did not forget their message. Let's see. Oh my. Let's see. I'm gonna try to call them. I'm wondering if they. How come they're not? It's hard, eh? When you plan to do a live and people are not there. Anyway, that's what it's like on this channel. It's like freestyle. I look like a douche. I'm like alone. I'm supposed to talk about this whole thing. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Let's try now another one. Oh, great. I have the two phones here. That's awesome. All right. So I don't know when they're coming and I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully, they're going to be here soon. So let's wait. I need to rebound. Okay, what else could I talk about? I have not planned this. I thought they were gonna come back, so I'm just like sticking. You know what, guys? I think I could talk about English. Yeah, English. No, all right. So about English teaching, why? And I'm just gonna talk real quick about what happened recently. So when I was working at the start of the year, I was working for Uber. For some of you might know of Uber. You might have seen that I've made some videos about it on Fabio's channel, and everything was going pretty well. And when the summer came, it just turned really bad. I wasn't earning much money anymore. I was just making, plus my scooter broke, so it was just a nightmare. I had to fix it real quick and everything. Anyway, everything went down. I just couldn't work for nearly a month and a half. We're not in the best financial situation. I had to come up with something real quick, and I didn't come up with anything. I was just lucky enough. One of my I applied last year for a couple of positions as an English teacher, and suddenly out of nowhere I get this woman. Her name is Aiko, and she literally said, I need you to come to eventually teach, so come in for an interview. At that time nothing was set, and I ended up going for the interview, and I was so amazed because very quickly throughout the interview, Echo seemed to like me, and she straight away she said, oh, let's not worry, I guess, for some more to interview more people, because I'm happy with you and I just want to go on with your application. So I started the training and everything. The good thing out of that is that the salary was good compared to average Japanese salary. You can do pretty much the average. I mean, per hour, can do that times 2 or 3, which is awesome. And all I can say is that it really saved me at that time, because Yoko started to really wonder what was going on. Like, I wasn't able to work. I wasn't making money. I was spending lots of hours in the streets in the streets. Yeah, sounds weird to say it that way. Yeah, I was spending lots of hours in the streets. No, hoping to get deliveries, and I wasn't getting anything. So yeah, it was kind of a savior for me, and I really enjoy working there. She is amazing. She really is an honest kind of person, and I love it to be able to work for someone. It's rare to find people like that in throughout a life, to get people to simply support you and help you. And I mean, more than on YouTube, I already have people helping me on YouTube and supporting me, but I mean, to have like a person that is, I feel like, of course she's handling a business, but she's not handling it in the typical Japanese way. I don't really want to call it the Japanese way. I think it's more like the way people want to handle their business. It's just profits, and a lot of companies are orientating everything towards that, which in a way might make sense for some of you, but in some other ways it is it will just go on whatever the workers might have to go through. They're just these guys. They ended up going. I just got a message, so you can see Mikey 0307. Horrible name for a YouTube channel. Disgusting. I hope you're watching now, Mikey. He's, by the way, the guy who's just gonna come and talk and join this live stream. If you're watching, your name sucks big time. You need to change the name of your channel, man. Like, really. They're going to arrive like very soon. He just messaged me. Yes, he was watching. That's awesome. Hey man, like, you know how much it costs to watch live streams on you must have a no limit data plan. But we're going to talk about all of this, guys. It's just going to be great. I think we have so much to talk about, and Fabio is so angry that we're gonna have to keep him like sit and make sure he doesn't let go too much. I heard the door opening. It was about time, guys. Did you guys end up going to Domino's Pizza or something? Or was it the snow or?
It's snowing so much. I left the car in 7-Eleven, okay? I mean, convenience, it's fine.
No, it's going to be fine.
Are you sure?
It's not the way you should do it, but it's fine. No, it's going to be fine. You're not gonna have any problem. It's not proper though, but yes, I have to say that it's not proper. Can you close the door before it gets too cold? So they're finally here. Stop, go away. All right, guys, come here. I was waiting for you. What did you guys got?
I got bread. I got pizza. I got beer.
Do not kick a pizza. What is that? A pizza? Okay. Well, are you guys cooking or?
I'm not. I got this.
So what did you get?
This is all they have.
So finally, we've got one here. One.
Hello.
You guys took a long time, eh?
Yeah. His car almost crashed.
Really?
Almost. No ground.
That's why you guys left it down the hill?
Yeah.
It's because you couldn't go up the hill?
No, here and just slip. Even with my brakes.
But which way did you go? Did you go like the very stiff one?
No, it's not steep.
The normal one. The normal one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you see how crazy that is. Like, I mean, like, there's not even that much snow, and that's where we are at. So, all right. Anyway, let's get started, guys. There were like almost like 8 or 9 people, but I was trying to talk and then explain them. I was waiting for you guys, and then now this guy is making a pizza.
Sorry,
An Italian making a pizza in a Japanese oven. It's almost like Mario, you know? Mario is a plumber. And then...
Nice circus. Hello, guys. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Ah, yeah.
Merry
I forgot
Christmas.
to say that. You see? It's more polite than I. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Definitely. Happy New Year.
Guys, my hands are so red. Super cold red. I'm freezing. Can I put it here? In your,
No.
your
Stop
book,
that.
something?
Stop that. All right. So I can't believe like the amount of food you just got. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna eat it all.
Yeah, that's typical. That kind of guys, they're like skinny like hell. They're not skinny, no, it's not a nice way. Yeah, he's fit. He's fit. No. But he could eat like that much and then just stay fit. You're fit.
Okay, mama.
I'm the only one who's like with a mama belly. Do we call that beer belly? Mama belly. Why did I say mama belly? It doesn't work. All right, I got a beer, and straight away YouTube is not gonna like it. I got a beer, of course. All right, guys, are we good to start our convo or?
Yeah.
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 Because you know.
Yeah, ready.
All right. All right, so no need to explain that. If you guys look at yourself on the TV there, you need to look at the camera when you're talking, right?
Well, which camera? That camera? That camera?
No,
that camera?
no, there's not that many. There aren't that many. So this one, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what do we start by? What was the plan? The plan is that there weren't any plan, right?
All right, guys. My name is Fabio. I'm from the Japanese Ways. Maybe some of you know me already. I have a YouTube channel about Japan, so check it out. The things that I'm leaving Japan, I'm going to move to Malta. I don't know if you guys know Malta. It's South Italy. And Tino kind of invited me for this live. And the conversation today is about how it's like to live in Japan. You know, it's a bad, it's a good, it's a nice place to live in. So I'll give my personal opinion, guys, and then you give also your answer.
I think you have a good opinion about this.
So I think Japan is a nice place to live, but you need...
Don't deliver the whole message now.
What do I have to say now? I mean, I didn't give a good intro, like a 5 minute thing.
No, you're good.
Guys
You're
are waiting,
good.
you know?
You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good. And do you want to talk too? Or?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Mikey. I have a channel too, but if you want, you don't have to subscribe to it. Subscribe to it only if you think I'm interesting, funny, or after this whole thing you think, oh, that guy's really something that I want to know more about. Then you can go to my channel. It's going to be a lot of Japanese items, trips in Japan, food. I don't know. I just post random stuff. So subscribe there and check it out if you want. If you don't want, that's fine too. Doesn't matter to me. But I'm just here to discuss, along with the others, my experiences here in Japan, and if living here is something that people want to do or not want to do, you can hear from us because we're professionals now.
Yeah, kind of, eh? Well, I'll just go simply, I will introduce them. They introduce their ways, but they don't say the truth. So this guy, Mikey, yes, of course, you might not know him much, but I came across, how did we met? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? And you were doing nothing else than, you had a channel at the time?
I don't know, maybe.
It's possible.
Possible. But it wasn't like I was posting every time. I've had a channel for quite some time. It's just not an active channel.
When I first came back, I started to post on Facebook, and he was like, "Hey man, like you commented on one of my videos saying, oh, actually, you're doing pretty good. That's good. Like good to see that and everything." And then got in touch with you, and I looked at his channel, and I was like, that's good stuff. That's pretty good. Like he really shows Japan in a very nice way, if I can say, like with cinematics and not much talking like I usually do. It's like he's sort of selling Japan. He doesn't get anything in return, but it started off more as you said, like a hobby, right?
Yeah, I think it's still a hobby. I don't get paid.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can't really. Yeah, right. In the end, it's a hobby for me too. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, why did I say that? Horrible.
Okay.
Horrible. Anyway, so yeah, definitely, if you guys are curious and wonder whether he's good or not, I can tell you he's very good at what he's doing, and those videos are very catchy. You want to stick around. Artistic. He has a very good eye on what he does. So yeah, check it out. And Fabio here, there. You guys might have seen him a lot in my last few videos. You guys might know who he is already, but you started off like basically making videos on how to get started in Japan. So he's the perfect guy to be here
in Japan, you know, how to kind of do things in Japan.
Yeah.
I want to help people. Because I know how hard it is to live in Japan.
Fix problems.
Fix problem.
Yeah.
So I made some video about delivery jobs, some about credit card, about bank account, and some.
You had a fair few videos that actually went pretty well with a decent amount of views and about the credit
Very
card.
happy, yes. Credit card, rebates, business video related was good. Why are you laughing? I'm burning my pizza actually. Sorry guys, I need to check my pizza. It's burning.
Actually, no.
I'm sorry, I just had a gas. Oh my god.
It's dying. Okay, good.
Oh yeah. No, but what do you want to do? You're on live, like in front of a camera, and then you have like the gas, the burpee one. I didn't want to let it go. What would you do? Actually, what would you do in a situation like that? You just don't let it go.
I probably would just like.
Yeah, to keep it in. Well, I don't know. Me, I have a hard time to control all of that. I'm not as accurate. So let's get started. We will go through a fair few subjects, and it's going to be all around. No, before we start, sorry. Our channel. I wanted to wait for him to be here, and now we're the two. So that's another thing we were talking about. We started a new channel called
Baka Crazy.
Baka Crazy, and you guys can try to find it out, but you won't because it's actually Japanese and English, but the whole channel is going to be about basically that's like it's going to be Baka. Baka means idiot in Japanese, and crazy means crazy, as the crazy. And the whole channel is about social experiments in Japan. So we're going to just experiment Japanese people. Experiment Japanese people. Can I say that?
So evil.
That sounds weird, but
Really? It's a bit weird, eh? It's a bit evil to say that. We're going to experiment Japanese people. But we're going to test whether they react one way or another. I mean, it's a total different culture, and I think there's nothing more interesting than trying to see how all of that goes. And the channel is going to be half English, half Japanese. Like you will see sometimes Japanese characters on the bottom. So we're trying also to reach the Japanese audience because they might be interested to see our faces. What do you think?
I think that's true.
What else do you have to say about the channel? Sometimes he has good words about that, but
The channel, it's gonna be something interesting that you can actually see to experience what goes on in the minds of the public here in Japan. Similar to those channels that do interviews in America or other countries, except I don't think there's many that do so in Japan, so it's nice to see something different. So I think it'll give a nice reflection of what really people in Japan actually think of, or yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah. Agreed.
I was trying to put the link to the channel in the chat, but it's not connecting.
Really?
That's what I was doing right now. That's what this is.
All right, if you get there, then people will eventually find it and go and subscribe. Well, the thing is, like he said, nowadays it's not really good to have people just going on a channel to subscribe just for the sake of subscribing, because I don't want to get started with that. It's not interesting. All right, so Fabio, I would like to ask you. All right, yeah. So your story. You first got here in Japan, and what happened? And how did that happen? All of that, please.
About what? About the YouTube channel? About
No. In Japan, you remember you got in this place, this Inaka place, a remote area, and all of that. And
So yeah, for most of you that you guys know me, I'm Italian and I lived in Australia for quite a while, for 7 years. And I moved to Japan because my wife is Japanese and I want to try a new adventure. And in the beginning, I moved in in a place which is a bit far from Fukuoka. And it was shocking because it was a very small house in compared to the house that I was living in Australia, which is huge. And the house was quite small. I was the only foreign in that city. So it was good. You know, it was the kind of a honeymoon. So everything like, wow, looks so great, looks so beautiful, everything around. After 3-4 months, start to get a bit bored. You know, to see. In the end, I was by myself. You know, Japanese people would hardly speak with you, especially if you don't speak Japanese. And this Inaka place were almost old people. So it was really hard to find some friends for 3-4 months. Well, I was there because my wife is a nurse, so we kind of get a good job over there for 3 or 4
Where was that again?
Tagawa.
Tagawa, near Tokyo?
No, in Fukuoka. 2 hours.
Near
2
Fukuoka.
hours from here.
Towards the north? Or
Towards northeast, yeah. It's very famous for Yakuza, actually. There's so many Yakuza people.
for Yakuza, huh? It's famous. It's a famous place for
I heard there are
Yakuza.
so many, Yakuza and. But anyway, I said that, and then I came to Fukuoka. You know, I met this guy after 1 year. It was great. I
Now
mean,
you jumped too much the steps.
all right, sorry. I went to Fukuoka.
No. The whole thing is okay.
I won't eat my pizza.
Oh my god! You have to eat
I
the
was
pizza.
biting my first ass.
I stopped you in the middle of something. That's
Sorry,
what you mean. Okay. No, what I wanted to ask you about is when you came to Japan, you were full of hopes, right? Full of hopes.
I was
You
full of
were
energy, yeah.
all into business. You were in business before, like in
In Australia, yeah.
sales and everything,
Yeah.
and you got here with like lots of energy, wanting to learn the language and all of that. I think that's what I wanted you to go over with.
To tell you all the story, as Tina said, I was really happy to come to Japan and try this new adventure. I want to have a couple business. My idea was to have a wine school because I have experience in the wine industry and as a sales and marketing. So I was really hope to find, let's say, the trigger to push me to study Japanese every day. But it was hard, guys, because again, I think if you don't really like the language, it's really hard to learn it. So I came here just because of opportunity to have a business, not because I really love so much Japan. So again, my perception of Japan was different from other people who came here for, because they love the culture, they love something about this country. So I came here only for business, and it was really hard because again, when I met Tino, before we jumped too much in the time, I was really trying to do my best to study every day. I was pushing too hard. I didn't enjoy the stay in Japan. And then I have some problem with, let's say about the racist things.
Racism.
Yes, toward my, let's say.
We'll have to go through the whole racism thing.
Yeah.
But Mikey, why did you come here at first? Like, what was the reason? Because he came here because basically you came here because you were married with your actual wife, and you just wanted to keep going, eventually try a life, a new experience here,
absolutely.
and everything, which didn't go obviously the way you wanted it to be. I'll talk about myself after. Like, Mikey, what was the reason when you came in Japan?
My reason to come to Japan.
Actually, I'm looking forward to that answer because I'm so curious why he actually came here. But he's a lot more into Japan than both of us. That's for sure.
Maybe. My reason for coming to Japan is it's pretty simple, actually. So my company gave me an opportunity to work in Japan, and I chose to come here for 2 reasons, actually. One reason is to be closer to my family, since I have family in Yokohama. Since I'm half Japanese, half of my family lives in Japan. The other half lives in America. I can always see, well, not anymore, but I could always see the American family, but I could never see the Japanese family. It was like once a year. So I wanted to be closer to them. So I chose to move to Japan. My mom had been not pushing me to do so, but my mom was born in Japan, lived in Japan for 31 years, and then moved to America. And so she was very interested in having me move to Japan because she didn't know I had an interest in actually being in Japan. So she actually was like really happy to see me go. That sounds really weird, but she was really maybe proud to see like me going back to her country. She's now in America and she's now officially a US citizen, so that's good for her. But for me, the reason I came here was to be closer to my family here. Ironically, I haven't seen them that often because they are near Tokyo and I am literally on the other side of the country. So it is what it is. The second reason I wanted to move here was to learn the language. And I know a little bit of Japanese before coming here. I still know about the same amount of Japanese after 4 years because I have made no effort in terms of trying to learn it, because my thought process was I could have learned Japanese in America by just being there and studying Japanese. That's no problem. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to Japan so that I could just by osmosis learn it. That didn't happen. And it turns out you actually still have to learn it and sit down and study books. But I didn't want to do that. That's why I came here. And so I'm not about to do that when I come here. And also the problem is my company speaks English all the time. So it doesn't help that I have English at work and English at home. And the only time I have Japanese is on the weekend when I go hang out with my Japanese basketball friends. So in the end, I still don't really gain any level of Japanese speaking ability, which is the main goal or reason why I wanted to come here. But I definitely have improved my listening. That was not a reason for coming here, but that's a positive. So that's my story.
Very interesting. What you just said. I will just come again on the whole learning and language learning part of it. I think it is actually a very good point, and this is where we should get started. The whole learning the language thing. So I'll talk really quickly about why I came to Japan and the reason of all of this. So the reason why I came to Japan is, at first I was teaching scuba diving overseas. I met my ex-girlfriend there. She was Japanese, obviously, and she was from here. We were together for nearly 2.5 years. We lived together a little bit in Switzerland, and after a while we were like, okay, let's give it a shot. I wanted to try to live in Japan. I've never been a huge fan of Japanese culture in general, like not a big fan. Curiosity, yes, I'm always curious about any culture, but you have always a gap between some people that I know who came here dreaming for a long time to get the Japanese experience, and it wasn't the case. So came here, learned a bit of Japanese, went to school for about 3 months. Things were going pretty well. I liked it. We separated, decided to go back to Switzerland. I wanted to come back to Japan because I kind of wanted to live in Japan a bit longer at the time, and then I ended up coming back, went through some studies of Japanese language, and that's where we are at. So let's get started with that, guys, because I think we all have an idea, different idea of what that could be, and I think it's quite interesting. So we're not, I think I'm definitely out of the three, probably the one that can speak the most Japanese. Well, nothing to be really proud of, because I literally went to school for 9 months. I paid a lot of money for that, so I don't know what to say. yeah, it wasn't free. So I'm able to converse, and it helps me now when I'm teaching English, because sometimes kids are just getting to a point where they just don't know what to say, or they just don't understand what I'm talking about and all of that. So great. But now that being said, exactly like what you were saying, Mikey, is like, don't talk to me. I have bread in my mouth. um, so exactly as he was saying, you have some countries, for example, in Europe, where you will be able to eventually go and learn the language. Or you go to Italy and you just, go into the culture, people will naturally help you to find your way and eventually improve and eventually learn the language. But my opinion about that is that actually Japanese people, they have this natural way. Okay, so I actually read a book recently regarding that. So I forgot the name exact of that, but in a way, Japanese people, they just don't want to offend you. Okay, so it's part of the culture is that they'll just assume that you know. Whether they know, see, so if they talk, and you guys might learn something, it's part of, it's a whole thing apparently about Japanese culture, is that when Japanese people talk to you, they don't correct you, or they're not gonna naturally start helping you finding your words. And the reason of that being is because it will, in a way, come out rude on their side, because that means they're trying in a way to put themselves higher than you, which sounds weird, right? Because in the end, you're a foreigner, you come here, you want to learn, you want to be able to talk. The thing is, it's not the case. It's not the case. And on my side, I learned English a lot by also communicating with others. And to be honest with you, it's not the same way. You have people correcting you all the time in English when you do some sort of mistakes. In Japan, people will just let go and just pretend that you were doing great.
Yeah, you often might say about the word, they're just like, okay, interesting. They might laugh, but you don't know why,
Yeah.
And one day I was just, it's something that it was funny for them, but for me it was not funny. And I was trying to learn Japanese almost every day. I was go to school. And then, there's a word which means no problem, which in translate means daijoubu. So I was almost with my bicycle go to shopping, and there was almost this person. We almost eat each other, and we stop. I look her in her eyes. I said "daijoubu," and she's laughed. "Ha ha, daijoubu, ha ha," and she left. So I was wondering why is that, and my wife said because you didn't say "des," because "des" is kind of to be more polite to the oldest, Because if you're someone more older than you, have to be more polite with the word "des." So in that time, I was thinking, come on, man.
Yeah, daijoubu will be okay with your friends or your wife or family. But
so I was wondering why she didn't correct me, why she laughed in my face and left. So it's it's something that you feel that day by day. I feel like demotivated to study because nobody correct you, nobody tell you the right way to say things, and you learn that way, and that's hard to come back and improve your language, am I right? Because that's the way you learn.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey, you were going on with the books, right? You said you're basically, what you said really picked up exactly what I think about Japan, is that if you want to learn the language, you got to just go through the same. So you don't really want to come here in order to improve your Japanese. In a way, yes, eventually, but once you get a certain level. Well, I'll let you talk about what you meant, basically.
Oh, I basically mean I don't want to learn it by studying with books, because I could do that. And it's like, how do I want to say? It's like the reason I go travel a lot is because a lot of people are like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm staying in for the weekend." And yeah, that's cool and all, because you want to relax, you're tired, you just worked all week. But my thought process is, why did I move to Japan? I didn't move to Japan to do the same things that I could do in America. So every weekend in America, I would just drive home to my parents, stay in, not really do anything. But if I'm in Japan, why am I staying inside my apartment? I should go outside. So the same thought process for studying. If I'm going to be in America, I can study. I had books. I took a 1 year of Japanese in America.
Hey, oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
in 2007. So 13 years ago. That's literally the only Japanese I've ever taken. And
how many times a week you had to go?
5 days.
Well, I thought it was like an intense Japanese course.
I mean, it was in college, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how much Japanese did you like?
I got
every day. It was Japanese, or
yeah. Every day, 1 hour of Japanese. I took it for fun, though. I didn't need to take a language. I just did it for fun to learn it. But I took it for a year. Everything I learned, I still have in my head for the most part. I've literally gained nothing and lost nothing. It's really weird. Every year I go to Japan and I get it back, and then now I live here, and it's like it never left. So I still have basic first grade. It's actually, I call it first grade Japanese, but it's not even first grade Japanese, because my friend, he has like a daughter who was like 3 or 4. She's probably 5, 6 now. But she speaks to me in Japanese, and I can't even talk back to her. So it's not even like 3-year-old level Japanese. She's like, Senaka!
Senaka?
And just back.
Well, I was able to understand completely Natalie up to 6 years old. And now I'm lost sometimes. I try to get to understand her, but the thing is, I also want her to improve her English now, so we try to stick to English at home, and but I would learn through her a lot more if she was able to speak more Japanese at home.
Yeah, so that's the reason I didn't want to study from books in Japan, is because I could do that in America. So
but don't you think, like, I mean, okay, that actually is another way of what I thought, because I really think that if, let's say, you have some basics and you come here and you want to communicate in Japanese, there's a thing that really bothers me is if I'm trying, let's say I get to a point where I'm trying to say, so I don't care whether I'm saying something that's correct or not. So I just let it out. The thing is, I expect sometimes when I'm looking for a word to have people helping me. And all the time, like let's say I'm trying to say to you, I'm trying to find a word like very basic, phone. Okay, so this thing that we use to yeah, exactly. that you know what I mean. That's what it is. And in Japanese, like sometimes that's where I get at. I'm trying to go. I know for a fact that I give enough words, enough
for 10 minutes. You're there.
Yeah.
Also, my wife is Japanese. Okay. She speaks English.
You're behind me.
Sorry. My wife is Japanese, and unfortunately, Will you stop it?
Okay. I moved the camera. Sorry.
Yeah, my wife is Japanese. She do the same thing. She don't guess. She don't say, "No, what is the name? What is the word?" It's things, and she waiting for me. Okay, it's okay.
What? She doesn't help you?
No. So it's a Japanese mentality. She has no guessing. She has no creativity to guess. And it's like
it's not creativity.
Not creativity, right? But
it's like an instinct. Yeah.
So
it's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
I think it's a
not
cultural
just because of language. Okay.
Definitely, it's a cultural thing. I think people that just end up not helping you because, like I was saying, they don't want to make you feel offended. Like, this whole thing. Okay, it was very interesting in a book I read. It was explaining the reason why. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but Japanese people, when they talk to each other, they talk let's say if they have a small meeting before they get started to work, okay, so they are going to talk to the group. Whoever is talking is the boss. He's going to talk to people in a way that sounds like they know what he's talking about. And it's apparently it's part of the Japanese culture, is you talk to others in a way that is that sounds like they know what you're talking about, because you don't want to make them feel like you know more than they obviously know that you're higher, but in the conversation, the way they communicate with you, you just don't want to put them down. Because if you start to say, what you need to do is you get this, whatever tool, and you need to do this and that and this and that. It sounds like you have no clue of what to do. But if I say, as usual, you have to take the you're going to feel more comfortable, because in a way, I don't put you down. So I would say that's how I understood that part of the book. And I think it's quite interesting. And I think it goes with the whole conversation thing.
I see.
They don't want to correct you because it will make you feel like you're under them. Even though it's obvious. It's obvious. You can't speak as much Japanese as they are. So,
right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So basically, that being said, I think we can get to a conclusion about this part, unless you guys have anything else to say about the whole learning or talking Japanese thing.
No. Okay.
No? I would say if you come to Japan, do not expect, if you're the kind of guy who is just like, okay with basic Japanese, and you're hoping to just get in the country and, hey, Ricky, what's up? Thank you. Good evening. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for that awesome little message. So if you're coming to Japan and in the end you have like some basics in Japanese and you're just hoping to just go through that way, like by just conversing with others, it might eventually work, but it's not going to be that easy. Actually, I had one friend who made it like this, but he was basically working in like kind of what they call in Japan, it's called an izakaya, and you're a cook, and at the same time you're there to entertain, kind of. So you will be cooking and talking to your customers at the same time. And in that particular situation, that friend that I had sort of told me that he ended up improving his Japanese quite a bit, because in that sort, but you're a pro, you're a professional, so you're behind the counter. So I guess there's a bit of a difference in that sort of circumstances. So if you come to Japan and you're expecting to improve or hoping to improve your Japanese with starting from some basics by conversing with others, because you can literally learn a language like this. I know some friends, they went 6 months in Spain, they came back and they can speak Spanish. So it's possible. It is, depending on where you come from and all of that, like it's possible. But in Japan, I think it will definitely be possible, but you really need to find the right place to do so, which is izakaya.
The right attitude as well.
The right attitude, yeah.
They say yatais too, but I would highly suggest not going to a yatai as it's over expensive and overpriced. But I remember when I first came, people said, "Oh, if you want to learn, just go to a yatai, sit down, talk to strangers, because they're more open to talk to you." Because Japanese people aren't really open to talk to people in general.
Unless they're drunk, I guess.
Yeah, unless they're drunk, and then they'll talk to me on the train all the time. Is that a perm? No.
Is that like a what?
Perm. They love my hair.
A perm. Really?
Yeah, they love.
Is that a perm?
No. What? They ask if it's a perm and curls, and because they like curls. Japanese people like the curls because they can't have it, and they pay a lot of money to get it. So they ask if I got it permed, like if I got it done at the hair salon, and every time I go, no, I wake up like this. I wake up beautiful, guys.
It's actually quite true. It's rare. Yoko has natural curly hair. Her dad has, but it's rare. It's one person out of, I don't know the percentage, but it's like in Japan, it's almost like what's the proper word? You don't say ginger, right?
No, they have no souls.
That's horrible. Let's not say that. How do you say no? Redhead?
Yes.
Redhead
Yeah,
sounds
yeah, yeah.
so racist. I hate that.
That's why I say that I just go with South Park.
South Park, they have no souls. All right, let's carry on.
Ricky has a
Racist-
question.
Eh?
Ricky has a question.
Oh, Ricky, is there affordable living in Japan? I have heard it is very expensive.
What
Well,
was you looking for? Then?
you mean like spots, like do you mean by living him? Do you mean, Ricky? Do you mean by living? Do you mean a house, apartment, or something like
for
that?
traveling or for living, maybe as well. The question is.
Yeah, I mean, if you mean living, how much do you pay rent?
Come on, $900. Cheaper
Nine-
than California.
Is it?
For me, yeah.
Well, it depends if you count by square meter, because 600 for me, but it's 21 square meter. It's
Oh.
a cage.
Okay.
It's a shoes box, really. It's $600 for 21 square meter. It's just
That's true,
double
actually.
that. I'm 43, I think.
okay.
Actually, I don't know how many square meter I have, but I have 2 floors. But I'm lucky, but I don't live. He lives right in the city center. Like he walks to the city center in 5 minutes or so,
Hmm.
and he pays $900 a month,
Hmm.
right? Yourself,
I
you're
pay
not.
$600.
You're still, you're still in a popular area though.
Yeah, it's still a popular area. Near the train station, it's in
Yeah,
so
yeah.
still.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
it's very small house, which are not.
But
really
distance-wise, I
estimated.
think you're as far as I am from the city center.
It's 20 minutes by bicycle, so
Same.
Yes, we same, yeah.
Same. But me, I'm more in an inconvenient place.
Yeah, because
we
you have
can
no
say.
train station nearby,
Yeah.
right? There's not so many shops, restaurants.
Mm.
so-
But that's Fukuoka. Most of Japan has train station. Well, not most, but if you're in Tokyo, you have a lot of train station access. Whereas Fukuoka is more bus related, which is, in my opinion, the worst. Like they need to get rid of the bus system here. It's just garbage.
I have to
You
agree.
can't have 50 buses leaving from one station going to about 100 different locations, and 7 of them are following each other for about 5 kilometers before they like disperse. So they're always just going super slow. That's just stupid.
It is, yeah, and they slow down the traffic so much.
Oh yeah, and they have to
Like
wait
it's
for people
not,
to
it's
cross.
already not convenient to drive in Japan, to be honest. But when you're behind a bus, you just want to die.
Oh yeah,
It's just.
Yeah, yeah.
that's why I just go out on the away from the city center. I don't drive in Tenjin. I drive outside.
Yeah.
Well, also, if you want to count before the expenses, also need to pay the electricity and bills. In the end, it costs more.
So how much do you pay then per month?
Total, I pay $700 between apartment, internet, gas, what else? Electricity. Yeah, $700. What about you? You so the price
But you live in 21 square meter, which
Yeah.
is like small,
is
very small.
It's
How many square meter do you have?
43.
So it's bigger than mine. It's double.
43?
Hmm.
Yeah, double. Yeah, but his place is definitely bigger than yours. Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm.
And then how many? You pay $900, and then how much for the utilities?
Yeah.
I guess it's about 7, maybe like Ichiman more.
So in the end, you pay 1,000 per month.
What do you include, guys, in the utilities, like water, gas, internet too?
Internet,
Or internet can be so different from one place to another.
35. Gas. I don't have gas. I have only electricity and
Water.
And water.
And water.
'Cause
No, but
I-
you do have gas, because how do you heat
I don't
up
have
your
gas.
water?
It's electricity.
It's an electric heater.
Yeah. I literally have no
That's
gas.
odd. In Japan, like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My stove is electric. It's IH, induction heating. Yes.
That's good to not get a third bill.
Yeah, but just at nighttime, the way they counteract that is it's cheaper to do electricity. So to warm up the water, it has to take a lot of electricity. So it warms it up at nighttime. So I have like a water tank that gets warmed up at night. So it costs me money because it constantly does that. So I should shut it off every once in a while, but I don't. 43. It's not small here.
She's mine, 21.
Maziar Vadia, thank you so much. It's not finished. I'm going to post at least one more video. I've just been lazy for Christmas. I just didn't post anything. So but thank you for a message. My house is 140. Yeah, well, I live in a house. They talked both on their ends. I live in a house. We are renting. We pay $800 a month, and
You're very lucky because also
I have probably
parking also included.
Yeah, parking is included. That's right.
To pay extra
You
parking,
have to pay an extra for the parking. That's right.
15,000. So in the end, I'm spending almost like him, almost 1,000 per month for 21 square meter.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's right. But well, so basically $800 per month for the place. Well, it's more like it's $860. So it's near to $900. Then gas, electricity. I think gas, electricity, internet, water, and what else? The parking. Well, parking we don't pay for it, but we're nearly $1,000 a month.
Everyone in is 1,000.
But 1,000 I come from California where prices are insane. So 1,000 to me is like very reasonable. I did the math and the calculations, and it's just.
I was trying to check how much you earn in California.
Well, I earned less than I earn here, so it was even better for me to move here than be in California.
Oh, gotcha.
Yoko. We're talking in US dollars, yeah.
Oh yeah, we can switch it. Actually, I probably can't switch it. My brain.
Eh? Are you talking in what?
A US dollar, yeah. But if we switch it to another currency, it depends what it is. I don't know euro,
No, but Ricky's from the States.
Oh, then,
I think.
Yeah, absolutely. US dollars. Go America.
Yeah.
What's going on in America, guys?
Insurance. Maziar asked for insurance. So, what insurance do you mean? Like
health insurance, maybe?
Health insurance? Yeah, health insurance is quite cheap, depending. I mean, you pay a lot.
This morning, my wife came to me and she said, "Oh, we need to pay insurance." Because how much?
It's like
25,000
the last year's salary.
25,000 yen per person. It's $250 per month per person. So between me and her, we have to pay $500 per month. Why? Because she has a salary between 50,000 per year. That's how much we pay.
So Maziar talks about home insurance.
Home insurance.
Well,
we don't have home insurance. Do you have home insurance?
Yes, you have to have one. You pay it at it's Ichimayen. Yeah. It's $100 every year. Every year, and I think it's pretty much the same anywhere where you go. Like it's about $100 a year, and you have to pay. Yoko is upstairs. She's just commenting. Yes, $100 for us. Yes, definitely. So about that, about $100 a year. I think health insurance on our ends, we don't pay much. We pay with Yoko. We ended up not paying much, but because we haven't been working much either.
I think Japan is expensive, but you can make money in Japan. So in the end, you kind of live comfortable and money-wise. What you guys think?
I mean, insurance in Japan, I think, is better than American insurance. That's all I got to say about that.
Why Fabio leaving Japan?
That's a good question. Also, America's in chaos right now.
I'm going to Malta. I'm leaving because for doing a venture was struggle for me in this year to let's say to open a business because it's very difficult. So I decided to move near my family because my family is from Napoli, so it's 1 hour from Malta, and my wife, she Europe. She wants to visit Europe, so also my wife, she's not really happy to stay in Japan. And
Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
No, you can talk. I just wanted to say thank you to Beastie Boy because he's just saying he loves the channel and everything.
Oh, thank you to me too. Thank you to you too, no?
Yeah, no, but just keep going. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, but I want to talk about the price, I talk about everything in Japan, but what else we can talk about now?
Oh, but you said you were no, but the reason you don't really talk too much today. Normally he's like, that's why I left and everything. No, the reason why he's leaving Japan is because you
I don't.
you just don't. Let's talk about the Japanese society in general. Let's dig into the real thing. I'm off, guys. Good live feed. I keep listening to you upstairs. Ciao. Yes, sure. 8 a.m. Geez, 8 a.m. and then 9 a.m. I thought it was actually a pretty good time.
Well, okay.
Anyway,
about Japanese culture. Why I'm leaving it?
California,
8
a.m. I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's probably from California. I think I remember something like that. But anyway, Fabio, you went through a lot of ups and downs, and not to futuristic people. The main reason why you're leaving is because you're just tired of a lot of things, and then I think I am also sometimes tired about those things. I could eventually go over it where you might have more of a hard time to deal with them. Just I mean, like for example, let's say you need to listen to that and let us know what you think. I would love to know. But for example, when you're like, let's say, going through, you do something in Japan. There are lots of rules. Japan is a country of rules. People love rules. They just go with it, and that's it. And they don't really question the system. Me, where I come from in Europe, if there's something you don't like, you just don't like it, and you just show it to everyone, and you just don't abide by the rules. And I don't know, I don't want to say it's better here or there. It's different. It's two different culture. But in Japan, a thing is sure is that, for example, if you do something that people might not like, they're not going to tell you, okay, I don't like what you're doing. They're going to just say, to just look at you, to stare at you big time. And you feel like, in a way, you feel a little bit self-conscious when that happens. But now that being said, I would say it feels weird, because when you do something here that goes against the Japanese rules, at least if there are like 10 people around, at least 5 or 6 of them are going to look at you and make you feel like what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I felt like when I went back to Switzerland, I had none of this. Like, people just don't give a of what you're doing. Just do it, and that's it. You're stupid. Okay, you're stupid. Exactly. That's it. I don't know. What do you think, Mikey?
No, it's true. There's a lot of rules here. People definitely think there's a certain way if there's no rules, they can't function. That sounds really, really mean, but it's sort of the case. That a lot of it's manual paperwork. I see it at my job. Well, I don't go to the office anymore, but
it's no shortcut.
In terms of everything that I've experienced in the last 4 years, it's definitely a lot of manual processes, and it's got to be done the way it always has been done, and no changes will ever be made, because changes are just too difficult, or just
scary.
I guess it's scary. But everyone likes to stay the same, so I can see that. But I will say Japan has changed in the past year due to the coronavirus, because Japan was as maybe a lot of you know, it's a cash society. It's not a credit card, not so much, and it's not so much.
Good approach. I didn't see that coming.
Like a PayPay or Line Pay or all the phone mobile payments. That's not really a thing.
The delivery is
but ever since coronavirus, PayPay has been very popular. Line Pay, all the mobile payments, the food deliveries has been very popular all of a sudden. Like, all these things that would not ever have been popular due to the virus, has become massively popular all of a sudden. So
include online courses as well.
it sped up Japan's timeline in terms of where maybe America and other countries are here and Japan's here. It sped it up a little bit, because I know everywhere else in the world, and even when I was living in America, you would think, oh, Japan's high in technology, and it was in the 80s and 90s, but it stayed the same. It did not change for the last 20 years, and it's starting to get back to where the rest of the world is, but it's still behind, because we still have to write out everything. We still have to manually write things, so it's still frustrating in that regard.
Wait, just a second. Ricky, you came late. I just wanted to explain. So he's Fabio, a good friend of me. Basically, we've met through, because I wanted to start to learn how to do Uber Eats. And he's the Uber Eats guy. He's been pretty much making a lot of videos explaining how to this and that in Japan. So I came across him that way, and it was during this year. And Mikey, we met like 3 years ago. It was through like a gathering, kind of international gathering kind of group, and we sort of got closer for the past 2 months now, because we started a new project, a new channel, new YouTube channel, which is a group of Korean guy, you from the States, me from Switzerland, and a Japanese girl. And we are going to test Japanese culture big time and see whether they react in a way or another, depending on the circumstances. So social experiments, something I wanted to actually do on this channel. And I was just like, no, let's go for it. Let's do it on another channel. I just didn't want to add something else. I think my channel is already very open to a lot of things. So that was for the quick explanation about how I met these two guys. Fabio, sorry I've cut you. I really need to hit the bathroom, so I'm coming back.
Bye-bye.
Now let's talk about what is that?
The McDonald's greeting.
No, Malo. Wait. Yes. Hi guys, how are you doing? Dear's friends. Talk about technology. You're in Toho, you go to kind of pay taxes. Everything's still by paper. There's no computer. It's a bunch of papers everywhere.
Yes.
It's like
It's still manual. Everything is still manual. It's quite... it takes time. So like if you want to open a bank account, or if you want to do basically the simple things that maybe you can do online nowadays in America or any other country, maybe not every country, but most countries. In Japan, they feel more comfortable if you go into a said location. So if you go into an office, spend 2 to 3 hours, maybe half your day just signing away your life. That's really how it feels. I mean,
sometimes you make a mistake on the kind of open a bank. You make a mistake, you have to do it again.
Yeah, that's true too.
So you can't say, okay, it's fine. It's just a mistake. No. Again, do it again. You say, but no, again. Wasting 1 hour just open up an account.
It's even to the point like, so in order for me to play basketball right now, we have to go to gyms. And in order to go to gyms, you have to sign up. You have to write down, you have to pass a coronavirus test. So you have to say, do you have a fever? How do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. You basically hit yes or no, and then you put your temperature. It's ironic because they still have you fill out a sheet and everything very manually, but they don't check if you actually put accurate information. So you can literally just go, no, 35 degrees, and they will take it, but they still need you to fill out the sheet of paper. I don't know. That's just some of the struggles.
What are you guys talking about? No, he's taking the piss. Yes, of course. Oh, there is Jesse. Jesse's there. Awesome. Good to see you. Trevor too. Beastie Boy. Oh my God, all of you.
Paper trails. Yeah.
Paper trails?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pull up.
The whole, you get all full of papers and there's no computer, it's still like with the...
Yeah, they don't understand. Oh, this is Japan and computers is like,
I took a piss for like, oh, sorry. I took something in this bathroom for like literally 2 minutes, and you guys are talking about something like that. So, okay, keep going.
he caught you up.
Really? All right, keep going. Sorry, guys. I've cut the whole thing off.
Yeah, exactly. It was a beautiful mood here. It just came, it just jumped on sofa, and now we, I don't know, we have to start all over.
No, sorry, guys. Sorry. So it was like subscription, right? Something about getting to the gym. You guys were talking about the gym, how to get into the gym.
That was just one of the examples that you still have to use manual paper in order to sign up to get inside a gym. But it's not like you have to be purely honest with all the information, but you still have to fill it out. They still want that paper that has you sign it, because that's seen as more realistic than maybe them checking your temperature or anything like that. They want you to write it down.
Okay. But
just
the
an
corona.
example. Well, yeah, corona in this situation.
It was a question. Why Japan? Question for all of us.
Well, let me tell you why.
Good question. Please, guys, feel free to go with questions like that. We're happy to answer. So why Japan, Fabio?
Because I lived into Italy, then Australia, and then was curious to live to an Asian country. My wife is Japanese, so I said,
So just start by what's the truth? Because my wife is Japanese.
No, because I said it. I said it. I was like, I live in Australia. I would live in an Asian country. And
the pasta, and Roma, and the Parma.
Yeah, okay. I was curious to come to Japan because, again, I want to live in an Asian country and I want to start my own business, which was open a wine school in Japan and educate people about wine and Italian food, and import some product from Italy and start our life here in Japan and our business. But unfortunately, it went so well. So I'm leaving Japan this month in 20 days. I'm going to Malta. So how you guys want in Japan?
It's going to be heartbreaking for me because I was getting used to his face.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
You guys.
We had such a great trip together. Well, anyway, let's not get started with that. That's called life, right? Okay, so go. Mikey, your turn.
Why Japan? Okay. Let me give it in a really quick way. I'm half Japanese, if you couldn't tell.
You look like Heidi right now.
I look like whatever I want.
You look like half Swiss. Me?
Marta, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Beautiful chapter, Marta.
Is that
cheaper?
Is that the flag of Malta? Yes.
That's the flag of Malta?
Yes.
And my eyes are just crazy. I bet I saw like a blue part, so I thought it was the
blue. That's really white.
No, white, blue. No, white. Oh my God, blue, white, and red. I thought it was the French foreigners welcome in Japan. We're going to talk about the racism in Japan a little bit later. I think you guys are going to learn a little bit about that. But yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, so I'm half Japanese. I came here to be closer to my other half of the family, so the Japanese side. Also came here to learn the language, even though I have failed miserably to learn the language. That's literally the reasons I came here. And I've lived here. And I actually enjoy it still because of the foods. I mean, if we're comparing America in the food in Japan is better, tastes better. The only issue is the ease of getting to certain locations, but I guess we can get into that later. I can answer that. Foreigners welcome in Japan easily. Yeah. The answer is yes, but they will.
Don't forget that you're a foreigner.
The answer is yes, they are welcome, but that's on the outside. Japanese people will keep in their minds their racism because they still do have racism.
Plenty.
I give you one example. I live in an apartment. I'm going downstairs. I have people who obviously come into the elevator with me. And usually if it's a woman, they will come into the elevator. I'll hold the door open for them. I'll be super nice to them. I'll say, hello, good evening, whatever.
But look
And
at
then
this guy. Oh my God, the lover. If it's a girl, she comes in straight away.
I open the door. She gets out. Once outside,
Age does not matter.
they start running. They literally start running.
Here we go.
And it's not like they're late to something. I'm pretty sure they can't be late every single time. I'm pretty sure they don't run across the street. I'm just saying.
I had some pretty funny experiences. Like when I was doing Uber Eats one time, I got to a place. I parked the bike in front of the... That was so good. Parking the bike in front of the building, and the woman saw me, and she's literally like pressing the button to open the door, and I was like, I was all chill, I wasn't like stressing to get in or anything. And then she ended up like getting into the thing, and then the thing is, I could see the camera through like in Japan, you have the camera that shows whoever is in the elevator, and then I saw as soon as she got at the spot, she ran out of the elevator. People are, and I wasn't with her at all. What are you guys talking about? Any local places to meet other foreigners? Okay, we need to answer this one. Better portion
control in the Japanese food, I agree 100%. It is so much smaller than America. America just puts a bunch of food, just wow. But Japan, it's like they treat your stomach like it's supposed to be treated, with less food, unless you, of course, buy a bunch of food like I do.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
That means it's on sale, the red tag. Snoop lol. Actually, yeah, that's so right. You look like Snoop Dogg.
Sometimes.
I'm sure he's like, oh no, they found out. I never really paid attention. You really look like him. And on the camera, even worse. I mean,
worse or better.
Not better. I don't know what to say anymore. Beautiful and cheaper, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Okay, welcome. I didn't explain. So real quick, the reason why I came in Japan is because I met my ex-girlfriend who was Japanese at that time, ended up coming here, studied Japanese. I enjoyed. Why I'm going quick is because we said it before, but just want to make a quick reminder. So I ended up studying Japanese. I liked it. We broke up, came back to Japan, and I met my actual wife. So this is the reason why I'm in Japan. Main reason. I've never been a big manga fan or anything like that. I didn't really know what Japan was about before I actually came here. I was curious, that's for sure. Now, any local places to meet other... Yes,
yeah,
it's plenty of that. Even now, which is a bit weird, but I mean, with the coronavirus, we're not wearing masks. I apologize to those of you who might be thinking that it's not appropriate. We're between friends, and we believe that we're and we believe that. But maybe in some sort of circumstances, people might be thinking that it shouldn't be done now. The cases are increasing in a...
Okay, let me put it in perspective.
Yeah, sorry.
Cases are increasing in Japan. That is true. Everyone's freaking out here. But then I go back and look at my news of my friends in America, and I go, oh, we're okay.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Hey, don't say that. No, don't say that. Actually, Jesse is a respiratory therapist. And nice. He's working with the coronavirus every day. So... Well, it might be a sensitive subject to talk about, maybe, if I can say.
So. But basically what I'm saying is the freaking out that we have here in Japan should be taken with a grain of salt in comparison to that of America, because America's numbers are such more drastic and more in need of actual...
also my country in the end.
It's funny, the way you talked first sounded like Trump, and now you're trying to be more like Biden with proper words and everything. No, I'm horrible. No, so many people are going to leave. Let's not bring politics into that. There's nothing. We love each other, no matter who you like, and that's it. It's okay. We have our own beliefs, and let's not put that into this conversation. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the moment, it's getting a little bit more than before. It's getting a bit more than before, that's for sure.
It is.
But still very safe in compared to the country. And
I was wondering, okay,
that's to go everywhere we want, you know.
I've been trying to wonder why we had not that much of a spread. And my opinion, okay, but now that's something very brief I want to share. But I heard that the vitamin D has an effect. Wait. But I know it's my theory, so just let me go through with it, okay? I might be completely wrong, but I know that apparently vitamin D is found in a fish and mushroom.
Yeah, sure.
Which are two things that Japanese people eat.
And sunlight too.
3 or 4, yes, sunlight too, but I don't.
Here we don't get sunlight, man, in the end, huh?
You don't get sunlight. We're like cavemen.
We all the time at home, you know? Nothing to do here in Japan, so we always spend the time at home, you know?
No, but I don't know if it has any. I'm trying to understand, to find like some sort of answers to why it could be. I mean, do you have anything better?
It's not being tested first.
So I think it's a combination of many things. It's a lot to do with testing, is a lot of it. Also, the masks do help, I guess, in terms of cleanliness. But Japan still goes out at night.
People are very proper with that.
Yeah, I mean, they follow the mask situation. Even if it works or doesn't work, regardless, they follow it.
But I heard in the States too now. It's getting a lot better. Well, you still have those people who are
did not get to go back home to California this time because my mom told me not to go back because everything's basically closed and there's no reason for me to go back home because I would just be in quarantine the whole time. So my state of California is in lockdown still, from what I know. And New York, my brother lives in New York. It's still in a semi-lockdown. I don't think he's necessarily locked down in a sense like California, but it is much more than Japan. So when I hear Japan's numbers are increasing, I still think it's still better than America. Because of that regard. I know what it would be like if I was back home.
People eat cheese. Not seen Japanese dish that contains cheese. I don't even know why.
What?
Well, that's the automatic. Okay, so you guys want to hear something funny? The YouTube has like an automatic control on the message that you might send, and if like YouTube sort of picks it up and think that whatever you wrote could be not appropriate, it asks me whether I want it to be posted. And then what you asked about cheese seemed to be very, very terrific, like horrible, like it's something that needs to not be on the live chat. I mean, like I just read it, it's ridiculous. Do Japanese people eat cheese? Have not seen a Japanese dish that contains cheese as an ingredient. Like, I don't know how the hell YouTube can pick that up as something that could be offending anyone. I don't know. So I had to agree for this comment. Be careful, Ricky. Don't talk. Guys, avoid talking about cheese. Like, I mean, YouTube does not like any conversation around cheese. That's something.
That's why I don't go, because it's sweet, you know?
Maybe it's got something to do. But now let's get serious. Like, there are like a fair few questions, and I think it's good if we can answer a few. So let's go from the top, and we'll try to not go crazy on it, because if we... Okay, beautiful.
There's another channel.
Are foreigners welcome in Japan? Okay, so foreigners are welcome in Japan, I think, up to a certain extent. The thing is, if you come to Japan, you need to keep in mind that you are a foreigner, that they have lots of rules, that... Oh my God, I had... That's that one. Sorry.
I told you it's one.
Anyway, Japanese people have a lot of rules, and you need to abide by those rules. If you don't, you'll be judged. That's the basic rule if you want to come to Japan, and that's it. But there are other things, like, for example, we can go on. Let's talk about it after. But for example, it's hard to, you can't have a Visa card or anything. Credit card here as a foreigner, it's very hard to have.
Okay, a story about, okay, just one story.
But let's talk about it after. Let's go through the quick questions, and we can talk about all of that. We switch after that back. So yes, you're welcome. You can come and everything. There will be a lot of rules, and we'll switch to that back. We have something to talk about because it's pretty huge. Now, so you talked Beastie Boy. Any local places to meet other foreigners? Plenty. That's what we got carried on. But it's just, you get there, you get to Japan, and it's plenty of it. Basically, what I do when I go to a new city here, I just Google and you put international bar, international meetup, or anything. It's plenty of it, because Japanese people like to, I don't like to say it that way, but they like to sort of use you as a free way to learn or practice English. So Japanese are really into that sort of thing, gathering with foreigners. It's like almost an experience for a lot of Japanese people to get in touch. And also don't forget that in Japan, for some people, it's hard to get in touch with others. It's hard. Some people might be shy, so they might use it as a pretext to just get in touch. And you even have a lot of girls that are attending to that sort of place to eventually get the full experience, the full on 100% experience. If I can. I don't know if it's appropriate to say something like that, but anyway, there is the other way around. Of course, a lot of Japanese guys who are Japanese
girl.
Japanese guys who are looking for, they're worse. They dream about the foreign girl. Like Japanese dudes, they are just so much into foreign girls. It's like the thing.
The thing.
No matter where you come from, if you're a foreign woman, you just have a chance here. If you're looking for someone, and they're kind, apparently. I don't know how much, but apparently they're very kind. All right, I got carried away again. Better portion control, food, Japan. I don't know what you mean, Trevor. Better portion.
You talked about the food before.
Food is
Japanese food,
smaller, better portion.
Tastier, I said, and
not like
portion.
Like a medium-sized soda here is the same size as a small, that type of thing, portion.
What girls? Not girls of color. What? I disagree with you. I have to disagree. White girls, not girls of color. I disagree.
I'm from the Bay Area. That's where Snoop Dogg is from.
You come from the same area?
No, they asked if where in California I'm from. So Bay Area, San Francisco area.
And he's from there too?
No, I'm from there.
I don't follow anything. What's going on here? Am I here or not? Oh, another. I have to allow another message. Be careful. Are you ready, guys? This was kind of misinterpreted. Hop. Hey, accepted.
Japanese girl, like Japanese guys.
Oh, Monterey, nice.
Very good.
I want to go.
Beautiful.
I want to get to meet them. They're amazing. These guys, like the whole family is just amazing. Probably the most amazing family I've ever met.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. They're like, yeah. Anyway, I will talk to you about them a little bit later. But really, I think if there is a thing that YouTube brought in my life that was amazing, is the Maldonado family. They're just amazing people, really. So now let's get back to Morris. Maurice. Wait. What's a good amount of days to spend in Japan on vacation? All right, let's go. Let's go real quick to Maurice. Maurice, Japanese guys like what girl? I disagree because I met a guy. Well, a guy.
Whoa, you met a guy.
All the
Well,
time, all the
does
time,
it sound like
all
super
the
gay?
time.
Is it super gay?
I met a
To
guy.
say really? Is it gay to say something like that?
No.
Keep
It's just you
going.
stopped talking. So it's just...
No. No, but it's not true. I think a fair few amount of friends are into Japanese.
Well, Japanese guys like white girl. We don't see so many girls first.
Honestly,
Fukuoka, you know.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I
But
think they're into any
think
type.
Japanese guys just like girls, but they won't talk to them. This is gonna be
Yeah, it's
super-
more of a shy thing.
Yeah.
I disagree with you, Maurice. I'm sorry, but I just can't agree with you. I think a lot of my Japanese friends, guys, are sort of like most of them. They say I'm happy to meet anybody, but they're just so shy that it just doesn't happen. And to be honest, like a lot of girls from here, they're from Sri Lanka. A lot of Sri Lankese from Filipina, I would not say, but Sri Lanka and Nepalese. There are a lot of girls from those countries in Japan. And the thing is, those countries have a culture that is very conservative, and you sort of have to stick and stay within your culture. So those girls usually don't really mix together. So eventually, if you were looking like a girl coming from a country like that, maybe it could make a difference, I guess, because Japanese people just know that it's hard to step a foot into that sort of area, if I can say. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
know
so.
that much in that area. So.
I think so. I had a friend, she was from Sri Lanka, and she used to tell me how much her parents wanted her to marry a Sri Lanka guy, and that was very important. So let's just carry on.
Traveling, maybe it was a good amount of traveling in Japan before.
Oh, how many? What's a
How
good
many
amount of
days?
days
Thank you,
to
Beastie
spend?
Boy, again. Oh, just awesome. Thank you.
It was one before. How many days?
Fabio.
What's a good amount?
Yeah, a
of...
good amount of days spent in Japan in vacation.
Okay, opinion of each of you. Do you want me to start?
10 days.
How many days in Japan?
No,
2.
I disagree. Not 10 days. He says 10 days. I
Depending
disagree.
on budget, but maybe 10 days.
Ooh, okay. If you just want to go to the typical Tokyo, Osaka, like everyone else does when they come, I guess 10 days is enough to go to Tokyo and then ride the Shinkansen to Osaka and then go back. But if you want to do the full experience of going all the way to Kagoshima, Okinawa, Kyushu, like most places that most foreigners don't go to, I would say 15 to 20 days. Like give yourself 3 to 4 weeks would be nice and ideal, I think, before you get bored, because there's a lot to see. Japan's the size of California, but it's like so compact. So just think of it like that. Although most of the time,
Yeah, it depends also what you want. Yeah, I think, as you said, 10 days, I agree with you. 10 days about touristic place like a Tokyo and Kyoto, or Shinkansen go to Tokyo, Fukuoka maybe. But if you want a really good trip, you should go to Hokkaido. I think Hokkaido is beautiful. If you like nature, if you
Yeah,
like a big city, you should go to Tokyo. So Japan has almost everything you want. If you go to beautiful beach, go to Okinawa. So
I think
it's it's
If
very
you-
personal.
But
if
the
you wanna
States are
see-
like that
If you want to
too,
see all the
though.
touristy places, then 10 days. But if you want to go to like outside areas, like non-touristy, then like 15, 20 days. Similar to the places I go on my channel, where I try to go to places that aren't in the main touristy places. I try to go places that are sort of in the middle of nowhere type of things. And those, I mean, are really once in a lifetime experiences that people should experience.
Also, one more question about which season is good to visit Japan, I think.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't answer with the amount of days.
that's okay.
It's okay.
Hey!
We don't care about your opinion. It's
So no. By the way, somebody removed the like. That's not nice. We had 9 likes, and then somebody removed the
We
like.
had 10 actually.
We had 10?
Oh yes, I think you're right.
No. 2 people removed their likes. That means we suck.
It's about
Big
your
time.
opinion.
Oh, no. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. So about the how many days, on my opinion, I think 3 weeks is perfect.
Oh, we got it back.
You got someone up again. Yeah, thank you.
No, he was just like, I'm gonna see if they notice. If they talk about it, I'm gonna put it back. I see, got 2 more. Yeah. All right. Okay. Business 75. The business 75. So really quickly, I was trying to explain with my hand signs. It wasn't like some sort of gang talking conversation here, but he's been here for nearly 3 years.
No, 2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
And 5.
4.
4. Yeah, I was. You see, I gave you. I said like 2, 3. I was like giving my signs, and that's pretty much where we are. That's Ricky. He said he just liked. So that means we still had people who actually removed the like. You know, we can't see the dislikes, but we might have a bunch of dislikes. Please, write. I want to know. How many dislikes we have.
Yeah, please just
Really?
write it down.
Because guys, we know now what it's like to have dislikes. It hurts at first. The first one I remembered, it was a Monday morning. I woke up.
There are none.
None?
No.
Oh, okay.
Great. So put one.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go. I am in Montreal. Okay. What girls? I don't see any. Oh, good. Thank you, Ricky, for
We
letting
had a
us
question
know.
before about
Yes. What season? Okay.
I did
I'll
a
start
video
this
about
time.
that.
about what?
About the season, the best season to
Best
come
season
in.
of
You
the
made a
season.
video. Oh,
I did a
really?
video about that.
By the way, very quick promo there. I'm not gonna let them talk, but very quick. So this guy is going to Malta very quick. So he's gonna make like, I don't know, whatever you need to know about Malta. And is it the case?
Yeah, okay, just say about stuff. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's it. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much it,
Yeah.
right? And then no, I don't want to say crap. And then Mikey is doing great videos about Japan. Mikey, just say hello on the channel.
Oh, like comment?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you too. So that way they can find you guys. But he is good. He's making really good content. Really, like stuff that's really makes you like, yeah, like Japan. I really like to watch his content, to be honest. And I don't watch that many YouTubers. So yeah. Fabio pays me to watch his content, so it's different. I can't include him.
Sure, but sure.
No, I'm joking. He's good. He gives you awesome tips, and that's the truth, the big truth. He's the tip guy. He's the tip guy, and he's the go to there kind of guy. Oh, I will subscribe. Please post. Okay, show. I don't understand why YouTube blocked that. Ricky, I will subscribe. Please post is too bad.
It's too bad.
So Mikey is
Actually.
him. That's Mikey. So
I'm
if
the
you
one with
click on
the
it,
happy
he's
face.
the one with the horrible name.
It is.
You need
what
to
it
change
is.
that. Mikey0307 sounds so much like the kind of email address you would make.
It
when
is
you
my
just-
email address too.
That's exactly. So you did it like 10 years ago and you just
Yeah.
didn't change it.
One day I will change it as soon as I get like 200, 300 subscribers, maybe.
Look, like the hint, like the hidden hints. It's like when I get 200 or 300, I'm gonna change my name and not before. It's like go. That's what
These
it means.
people will know me as the original, and then when I change the
As the
I was
original.
there when he was Mikey0307.
All right, guys. So let's carry on with the question. Yeah. So he made a video, by the way, Jesse. You can as soon as possible just show him the video whenever you can. But he made a video about it. I would say best season, of course, it's Sakura season. That's on my opinion. I think Sakura season. There's no two ways about it.
I disagree.
For me, to disagree about it.
Oh, why?
Which one's for you?
Me? You didn't watch my video. I'm just kidding. I will spoil my video. Autumn. I chose fall.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful. It's the color.
You guys just say that to go against me.
No, big time. Check my video. It literally
Big time.
says it. I'm telling you. And I show you why. And I even put a point system and rate it. I mean, I'm just saying. I did my research.
A point system? How can you point system something like that?
Yeah. You know, I rate it on a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of beauty and in terms of crowdedness and tourism and
Yeah, Sakura is too crowded.
yeah, there's way too many
It's
people.
expensive,
It's
it's
beautiful,
crowded,
but
and-
it's so much money. People are everywhere. It's so
Yeah,
crowded. Like I
yes,
don't like
yes.
being with a bunch of people. And at least during Koyo, you can just be around in the middle of nowhere by
Koyo.
yourself.
What is a koyo?
Koyo is the changing of the leaves.
The leaves
When the
change.
leaves turn red, yellow, green. That's the name of it here in Japan.
Ah.
It's, the breeze fresh. It's not so warm.
Yeah. That also the weather is a
The
big
weather
thing. So
is-
summer is super hot. Winter is like, well, let's open the window.
But
No, to me,
winter is the worst one, I think.
Thank you.
oh, awesome. Tina, do you have another channel? Yes, we do. Together, Mikey and I. It's called the Baka Crazy. But I'm gonna post it in the community of the channel, so don't worry. It's gonna come up. I don't wanna. Now there's no video yet, so it's coming out. This channel, we filmed 4, 5, 6. How many videos did we film?
Maybe 4, 5, 6. Sure.
6. I
I'm
think.
editing them right now.
Yeah.
They're
He's
on
working
my
on it.
PC right now.
Is working on it. So we are testing Japanese culture and social experiments and all of that. So there's going to be a lot of laughs. We're called the Baka Crazy. Baka stands in Japanese for basically idiot. So and then crazy as we're crazy. So idiot, crazy idiots or something like that. And Baka Crazy sort of means like really crazy in Japanese, I think, in a way. But anyway, everything suits the whole concept of the channel, if I can say. So, and the what season? Okay, we talked about that. Name the channel. Okay, so that we're good. Mikey, I'm your new subscriber.
Thank you. Oh my God. So thank you so much.
Hop. We love craziness. Yeah, so that's gonna come. It's gonna be so good. I'm looking forward to that channel for the first few videos. We worked.
I'm not looking forward to editing.
It's hard, hey guys, because we've been literally like we do hidden cams. So like Mikey, this guy who's just like so. He just falls right into the look of Japanese culture, like with his camera hiding behind a bush or something.
I look like a creeper.
He looks like a creep trying to take beads of guys. And then me literally going to walk and ask people random stuff. And yeah, it's quite, I think that channel will eventually.
So I didn't arrest you yet.
No, I think people were gonna arrest me if I didn't get out of there. That was.
Call the police. Hey, it's a guy who take a video of me.
I wasn't just like taking. I was in the bushes, peeking out of the corner, taking a video.
That's so good. Sounds like it is just super good. I will post it. I will. Okay, let's get back to Japan. We didn't come back to what we were saying.
Latest things. If Japan is welcome to foreign.
Yes.
That was the biggest thing.
Yeah,
to talk about
yeah.
that.
So let's talk about 3 racism experience we had in Japan.
Positive or negative?
Well, racist.
Is there any racist experience? Positive?
Yeah,
Japan, you see,
Japanese people.
I enjoyed this guy really treated me like as if I was just like something weird and monsterish or
Well, I don't know. Couldn't they like my curly hair as sort of a racist thing?
that I wouldn't label that as a
That's
racism.
opinion.
Okay.
Well, I start.
Then I guess it's negative, huh?
I can start.
Well, we have to go. We don't have to go with Okay, let's go with both. I think we need always a balance, a bit of gray in everything.
No, I can start if you want to.
Yes, please.
So the first time I came to Japan, we went to real estate to get an apartment. It was quite normal, me and my wife. And we go to the agent and we said,
He looks like Steve Jobs, like this. All in black,
in black.
like this.
I was like,
You just make me think of Steve Jobs. Look.
I was like, Steve Jobs is dead.
Today.
All right, keep
All right,
carrying. Carry on.
So we got the apartment. Everything was fine with the paperwork, and the agent show us, bring so many houses. We saw the first house, this beautiful house. He said, I want this one, please. I want this one. The agent said, no problem. This house is beautiful, guys. So we have all good here, the guarantor. You guys have work, should be fine. After 2 weeks, we got the response. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't get in the house. Why? I thought everything was fine with the paperwork, but the house is only for one person. Well, but we went together for 2 people. It's me and my wife. So now it's only for one person. So we pushed. She said, why we can't go? And because in the end, the owner does not allow for in. But why is that? We have money. We have a job. Why I can't hire a house? Why I can, it was a beautiful house. And then because of that situation, I had to be in a rush to get one more house because we were without place. And now I get to pick really bad house. And then last event, and then you guys can talk.
No. Yeah.
We get everything was fine. Okay, get the house. Then we choose to get a Wi-Fi contract with someone. And then we call the company. My wife called the company. And my wife is with my name because my name is Korean. And my wife changed the name with my name. So we called the company for the Wi-Fi. We wait 2 weeks. The Wi-Fi didn't came. And my wife said, what's the Wi-Fi? Let's call this company. We called the company. And the company said, oh, I'm sorry, but your name it's not Japanese. It's a Korean. He said, my wife, yeah, but I'm Japanese. Yeah, but your name is Korean. Why? Because my husband is Italian. No, I'm sorry, but the offer that we offer for you, it's only for Korean. It's only for Japanese. It's not for Korean. So because
That's
I'm
horrible. Every time, I think I heard
pay,
that story like
or
3 times, but I always.
I was waiting for so much time. The router said, no, I'm
Pretty
sorry,
bad,
but
Yeah, but that's because Japan.
He's like, yeah, but I know.
I mean, I'm
not
not in both
surprised.
countries. America, I get it there and I get it here, so it's like I'm used to it.
Would that be like something possible in the States?
What?
about this,
What he just said.
I will
Like
just
not
say
allowing
there are-
someone because they're foreigners to have Wi-Fi
not
connection.
foreigners. Obviously, for me, it's different. It's not because I'm a foreigner in America. It's because I'm black in America. That's why.
I shouldn't laugh.
I don't
Oh.
care. It's okay. It's just truth.
Well, that was my experience. It was quite harsh. So yeah, that's if you guys want to share yours.
No, yours is a pretty harsh experience.
The way he comes, he's like, well, guys, you just cut me off. I wanted to finish my conversation. So now I just finished. So if you want to talk from now, it's okay.
No, finish.
So you need to get it.
No. All right, I didn't finish. Okay, that's it.
That's a pretty crazy story, though. I guess it's because they don't trust foreigners. for the
But
most
they
part.
said that because we have a trouble for you before, so
Yeah.
we unfortunately we don't have this plan for you. Say, okay, anyway, you're going to hire me one Wi-Fi, so it's the same Wi-Fi. Yeah, but this is different plan. It's not for Korean.
It's weird.
You have to
Different
pay. We have to
plans
pay
for-
more.
depending on the.
You know.
On
Well,
your
it's the same
rates.
as the guarantor, right? I think you guys have to pay a larger amount of guarantor money. So money that basically you just provide for when you rent an apartment, you have to pay a substantial amount of extra money in order to get the place, in order for you to be able to live there, right?
Yeah.
And foreigners have to pay more than
money.
Japanese people, right?
Yeah.
I did not have to because I have Japanese family, so I was able to bypass that. But I've heard many.
Huh? Do you have the Japanese passport?
No, I have a Japanese guarantor. I have my uncle.
Family. Family.
That's like, it's like the mafia.
It's a passport. Yeah.
It's like a passport. It's like you don't have to do anything. It's like, yeah, my godfather is, you know. Yeah, well, it wasn't that easy for me. Like last time I went to open a bank account to one of the most famous bank here in Fukuoka. Literally, I got there, and then, you know, she gives you the form. It's horrible. She gives you the forms, and then she's like, and then at some point, it's like it goes to the whole credit area, the Visa, MasterCard, and everything. She's like, well, that's not for you. So it's like, I can open a bank account in that place. I can do so many things. But no, when it comes to the credit thing, where it's like, because in a lot of Japanese people's mind, literally, as a foreigner, you can fly out of the country. That's how they think. And even to have an apartment, if you want to take a lease on an apartment, it's very hard in a lot of places.
It's really hard, yeah.
And that's why you have actually companies now that are opening in order to just do that. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You have companies who are just in charge. So they go with all the real estates now, but building owners who are okay to have foreigners, who are not asking for shaking, raking, or whatever. I forgot the names of those. But basically in Japan, when you get into an apartment, you give gift money to say thank you to whoever is owning the building, which is weird. You don't give. I mean, in my country, we don't give money to thank the person to let us live in a place. The person has to say thank you because we pay her. We pay that person. I mean, but it's a bit different in Japan, and that's in itself. You have now real estates that are focusing on helping foreigners to find. So it's good. It's good. But it's such a big problem that you have. It's not in. You have businesses that are being built in order to go around it. That's how amazing that is. And I'm waiting for the day where I'm gonna be able to get a Visa card or anything through an extra, like a company. Because I applied for a Visa card one time, and they kept saying that this was missing, this thing was wrong. They were going around it. They were never saying, we don't want to give you this card, this credit card or anything, but they were coming back to me to ask for things that I didn't have, or So yes, it's hard in Japan. For those of you who are wondering whether foreigners are welcome or not, it is kind of hard. Yes, because sometimes you feel. I mean, I've never felt racism in my life before, and the first time I felt it was in Japan. That's definitely what it is. Definitely. So I don't know what you guys. Huh?
I feel like first time racism.
I mean, I don't talk. I need to get to hit the bathroom, but yes, I talked for myself. Okay?
No, I know.
It's kind of different because they're like moving more aggressive. Where here in Japan, like more kind of ninja. You know, you're in the short. Don't say anything. They're just like on the back.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's a bit different between racists in Japan and the place where they work. You know?
Oh yeah, it's different. They won't tell you to your face. They won't unless they're. There's some situations where they're drunk and maybe they'll be angry at foreigners. Then
that
might
never
be the case.
But
most of the time they're just gonna keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
I do play basketball here in Japan, and there was a moment because even though I'm half Japanese, everyone in the league is Japanese. I'm basically the only foreigner who plays. And because I'm the only foreigner, there's an expectation or a thought process that I'm going to be much better than them at basketball. So when it comes to setting screens, the opposing team always destroys, like just like blows me up in the screen, and I feel like I'm just targeted.
Because actually sports here are very competitive. So like I don't know in your culture, but in Italy we play soccer for fun. Here in Japan, because they really want to become so serious to play soccer, and for them it's a really big expertise to become better and better and better. So it's not so enjoyable to play sport here in Japan, I found too.
Yeah, but I don't think so in America it's super aggressive. You just pound, like you got to be good. You got to like. It's basically you elbow people, you bump your way. If you play soccer, you slide, you hurt. Not you're purposely hurting, but you are very aggressive. Japan's not aggressive in that regard usually, unless it's like to a foreigner, I feel like. But for the most part, they're very like try to shy away from getting in too much like aggressiveness or power. But they will, at least from what I can tell from baseball and at least soccer, they will practice every day until they get older, and then they will probably do something else because that's just how it is in this country.
Yeah. And you see people like play golf in the street sometimes by themselves, like practice themselves in the street.
Yeah. I see a question that says favorite food in Japan.
I need to say, just if he is looking still, Gevli Nalog is my nephew. So hello.
So a few questions over there about what you said about the food.
It's favorite Japanese food.
Yes,
Jonathan.
Jonathan's.
Yeah.
What is your favorite food?
Well,
I'm going ramen for me.
Siariki.
Ramen.
I love ramen. Come on, I'm Italian. I like carbs.
Yeah, I guess so. I like tonkotsu. No,
Tonkatsu.
What do I like? Katsudon? I guess I like katsudon. Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. What about you, Tino?
What do I like? Like what? Talking about noodles or
Favorite food?
Favorite food.
Japanese.
Beer.
Nabe. Beer.
Beer.
That's in every country. No, nabe.
What's nabe, by the way, Turin?
Nabe is like a bowl of soup.
Yeah, it's like a soup where you dip meat, vegetables, rice. How do you call that? How would you say in English mochi?
Mochi. Because I mean, I guess it's just like saying senbei, right? We call it, I guess, rice cracker, but I'm half Japanese. So what I grew up, I learned the Japanese words to half of these things. So mochi is mochi to me.
Mochi.
I guess you would call it rice something.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, so it's basically a soup, a big pot where you have like different flavor for the stock, and then you dip your vegetables, whatever you could put in it. And it's really good. It's really tasty. It's healthy too, so I really like it. Very easy to make. So Jesse, you if you guys come over, Fabio, close the door. It's so cold here. Oh my god. I have to go.
It's doing so much. I think I need to go home, guys.
Really? That much? Okay. So yeah. So we literally. What was I saying?
Food.
Talking about food.
Oh.
I forgot the next.
Oh, I don't know. That's in your mind.
Oh god, I forgot. I was talking about food, right?
You were. You was talking about like nabe and sake.
I kind of lost it. But anyway, it's yummy, tasty as hell. It's healthy. It's the best you can get. It's a soup, yes. It's a soup, and it's really good. And I'm having it whenever I can. So yes, I was saying, Jesse. I got code because so Jesse, if you come over, we'll have one together. Jesse, Laura, the whole family, for sure. We got to have that together. Kobe beef.
I've actually never had.
He's talking.
You never had Kobe beef before?
Well, it had not been to Kobe, so no.
Why, they have Kobe beef here, I think.
Oh no!
Well, they have all over the world, but
I
the
only
real
want to
Kobe
get it
beef.
in Kobe. I've had sagagyu. I've had.
Sorry. Okay, Mike. So it's like I have a pizza only in Napoli in this case.
You got. I've been to Napoli. I'd rather just have it there, right?
No. But Fabio, what we mean is that it's a label now. It's not anymore like it used to be, the beautiful thing. So it's a label. So if you get Kobe beef and you go to Kobe, there are only a few farms that are actually making the real Kobe beef with the real cow that, were going for generations. Now it's like a label, and apparently even overseas, like you might eat some Kobe beef in Italy or France, but that Kobe beef is not going to be produced in Kobe. It's going to be overseas in wherever it is, because the race has been reproduced, or I don't know how to call it. So that's why I guess that's where you guys were at, more or less.
One day I will go. I would only try it in Kobe, in my opinion. I want to try it in the city, and I still haven't gone to that city. I've gone to a lot of prefectures and cities, but that's one I have not.
Me too, actually. We didn't even do Kobe, right? We want to, then we didn't go to,
We ended up not. You wanted to go, yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite expensive. Like, Kobe beef is not cheap. It's definitely something you want to do.
Should do a video where you compare Kobe beef to
$20, yeah.
beef from Sunny.
Yeah.
Taste the difference.
What was the idea? I had an idea for a video where we buy an actual Kobe beef steak in the store, and we go to a restaurant where they cook actual good Kobe beef, and we try to ask them to make it. I think something like that. Yeah. We had something like that in mind, definitely. But anyway, we were talking about, now we're at food, are we?
Yeah, currently.
That's it. Why do you have a glove only on your left hand?
So I can text with my right hand.
That's also a thing. When you're half Japanese, you put only a glove on one hand.
Michael Jackson.
Right. He was doing it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Completely right. Yeah. So somebody was asking, I saw about the rent. I hope that person is still there. But the rent, we talked about it previously in the video, so we don't really want to cover that spot again, but very briefly. Fabio is paying $800 a month.
Around 7, 8.
I pay about $1,000. He pays
about
$1,000 too. The difference between me and Mikey is that we're not living he's living in a city center. I'm not living in a city center. However, my house is definitely bigger. Like, I live in a house, he's living in an apartment. So I'll probably have double your space or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe 80 square meters.
I guess what you gain in being out here, I gain in being close to the city, the food, the restaurants, the people.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, if I was to buy a house, I would get one probably in the beach side near Fukushima or something.
Yeah, that's the best place.
I want that. I want that big time.
That's my next. Maybe if I do buy a house, that's where I'll go. I'll go buy. Then I could buy a car in that situation, and then have a pet too. Then I could just have everything in one spot, because I'm not gonna have a car in the city. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Are you telling me that I'm stupid?
Yes.
Oh my god. And then this guy too, he has a car in the middle of the city.
Yeah, which is not.
But it's convenient. No, I like to have a car.
I do, but like, I have a car in America, and it's only been hit twice ever since I've been in
Japan.
Japan.
You said that, right?
That just makes, anyways, it has nothing to do with Japan.
So he mentioned, just to get back to racism, what's your experience about racism? Did you mention
Japan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have anything so blatant. Other than the person running across the street, I assume that's due to me being a foreigner or me being a dark skin color. They run across the street when they see me in the elevator. But they're okay to be next to me in the elevator until they get outside. Then they start running away. So there's that. But nothing unlike your usual foreigner stuff. So like when you go to a restaurant and maybe you're with a group of foreigners and you ask, hey, how many can we fit? And then they're like, no, we're full. When obviously they're not full. They just don't want to deal with foreigners. Sometimes they do that.
Ah, it happened to me, but I was in a gay bar.
Okay.
All right, I knew something was wrong with you. Eh?
No, but I went to a gay bar. No, I went to bar. I thought it was a bar, and then it was a gay bar. And then when they saw me as a foreigner, the guy was like flirty with me, and I sort of, no, he was
lover.
No, he was flirty with me, and then I sort of made him understand that it wasn't the case, and he just literally told me to to just leave, and that happens sometimes, like foreigners only bars and everything. You have that in Japan. Japanese only bars, you have that a lot. And when the whole coronavirus started, actually, I heard like bars that were not allowing Chinese getting in.
Well, the whole coronavirus, I feel like it's sort of ironic. I feel like the Japanese think that a Japanese individual is safer than a foreigner because of probably the news around the world. But the fact that
I think it's the behavior.
Maybe, but if let's say a Japanese person wants to walk around without a mask, so let's start it out with everyone wears a mask basically. So if a Japanese person doesn't wear a mask, most Japanese people will be fine and comfortable with it. But if it's a foreigner, they will freak out and go the other way because they think the foreigner has the disease. Whereas the Japanese person, they're like, oh, they're fine. We can go to the bars with them and everything. It's not going to be a big deal. When in reality, obviously the virus is not a race-generated virus. It's obviously
I have to agree
immune
with
system
you.
and respiratory. So
I have to agree with you. But I'm also the only one when I go shopping and I forgot my mask.
That's the worst.
I'm sure you have people, they just go home. Me, I'm just like, I'm in front of the store. I don't have to wear the mask. So I sort of, last time I did it because of the race, I was hiding my nose in the thing because I felt self-conscious. But
that's
it
a
happens
very
to
Japanese way. You're self-conscious now. See?
Yeah,
Very Japanese. I still walk through without covering. I just walk through, scare everybody, just watch them run away.
Well, I guess we are all switching to it at some point. We're all getting used to the culture, and there are like that sort of what we call the body language, and that works. That works. You just get used to it and just go with it
all the time, consciously. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I do that when I go back to America. I bow and I'm like, what am I doing?
That's right. No, there are like a bunch of things that when you get back to your country, you do or you expect from people and that are not happening that will never happen because of the culture thing. So living here sort of changes your mind. Yeah, for sure. So all right.
Like you to stay here with me, or
whenever you go, I'll go.
Yeah, my car is getting whistled before. I'm worried for the car.
All right. Okay. But we'll just All right. Okay. So we've been talking for quite a bit. It's quite late here. What time is it?
It's almost 2 in the morning.
It's almost 1.
Oh, it's 2. It's 1?
No, it's 1. 1.
Oh, okay, good.
1. So it's nearly 1. We're about to. He left his car down a convenience store. He's worried. I know.
I don't know.
It's snowing a lot here.
Yeah, it's snowing a lot, and Fabio is a bit scared. I know him. He's worried about having to leave the car there, and I completely understand him because sometimes, you can get fined and that sort of thing here, which is not fun. But anyway, I wish we started a little bit earlier but that's me. I was trying to fix out the sound. Just couldn't get it fixed for a while, and we should have. Well, you guys were looking for food most of the time.
We failed though. So if it makes you feel any better,
so
we're in focus and you feel better now. It was important things to do.
So anyway, that I would like to thank Mikey. Thank you for joining this live stream.
Thank you for having
It
me.
was great.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Wish it was a little longer, but
Was your first live stream? Was it?
yeah, this is my first live stream. I have never done one on my channel. Maybe one day in the future, but yeah, this is my first one.
Yeah, I'll be happy to help you out.
I don't have
if
any.
ever you need.
I don't have a large following, so that's probably why I don't do live streams.
Yeah, you have to have like a couple of people wanting to join, and I want to thank you guys for being here. Like those of you who joined, and also those of you who are going to eventually watch the live stream afterwards. Like that's amazing. That's great. Like, yeah, I mean, great. Fabio, thank you so much for joining too.
Thank you to you. It was fun. Actually, it was good. It was good to come over here and some chat with for you guys. Thank you also for all the viewers to listen our stupid conversation here about Japan.
Well, it wasn't stupid. It was pretty honest.
It was fun. It was good. It was
honest. It was honest. Like came out of what we really feel and think. But yeah, I would say thank you and yeah, looking forward to see more stuff from Malta. Hey,
yeah, for sure.
Once you move over there,
I'm excited.
That'll be great. We had some good laughter.
Yeah,
that's definitely true. And yeah, take care, guys. Take care so much, and thank you so much. I don't know if you have anything to say.
No, not much. If you guys enjoyed listening to us, maybe you'll enjoy watching Tino's videos. I was gonna say my videos, but I don't want to promote myself. So if you want to,
he hates promoting himself.
Check the channel. I don't really promote my channel. If you want to see it,
all right, check my channel, Japanese Way, just down below.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's just do a bonus. We'll see who's much more used to it. Okay.
Huh?
Just a quick challenge.
What?
So just you have to say subscribe, comment, like. All that crap that you usually have to say that you don't want to say. It's not like I enjoy saying it, but you have to say it because that's how YouTube works. So let's quick challenge before you guys go.
What kind of
who wants to start? Well, you have to say it.
Say the things.
You have to say the shit that you have to say. The videos that you hate to say. So who wants to get started?
For this video? Or for
for now, for in the live stream.
Oh, okay. You go first.
You don't want to go
Guys,
first?
like, comment, subscribe. It would be really great for us. It would be really nice things to do. And hope to see you soon. Good night. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
That was so cute. That was so kawaii. It's so Japanese. Okay, I'll get it go. Okay. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Feel free to join the team and subscribe. Of course, don't forget to subscribe because it's quite important. You can like, share, comment, and of course, because I'm such an amazing person, share it to the world because everybody wants to see Tino, right?
Wow.
All right, go.
Wow. This is how I'm going to do it. All right, guys. As you know, if you guys enjoyed this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and remember to hit that notification bell so you're notified in the future anytime we have videos and live streams for you. And remember, share with all your friends because they might want to know something about Japan too. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya, guys.
Who did it better?
I don't know. I was too much.
Me!
That was too cute, yours. Mine was too much, and yours was... Yeah, I guess I would vote for Mikey.
Happy New Year.
All right, see you guys. Okay. And, why does it...